I'm Max Holder at the University of Texas at Arlington College of Nursing, and this book review is in partial fulfillment of the requirements of N5343, Nursing Leadership in Complex Health Systems, for Dr. Candida Constantine Castillo. This book review is being presented on August 4th, 2018. Jim Kouzes is the best-selling author and internationally renowned award-winning speaker, who, along with his co-author, Barry Posner, wrote the first edition of the Leadership Challenge in 1987. Barry Posner is also internationally renowned as a leadership scholar who has published in excess of 100 research and practice-oriented publications related to leadership and business management. Both authors have extensive leadership experience. The Leadership Challenge was written to help leaders make extraordinary things happen in their organizations, as the title boldly heralds on the book's red top cover. In their 30 years of research, the authors discovered that leadership wasn't about personality traits, but it was about behaviors successful leaders use to inspire and motivate their teams. From the first edition to the sixth edition, the authors continue to build evidence that supports the Leadership Challenge and the 5 practices of exemplary leadership. The authors provide the tools leaders need to become effective leaders. This body of work is designed to meet the needs of leaders who want to improve their leadership in a way that will help them engage their team. Doing so will result in greater personal and job satisfaction for both the leader and their team members, as well as organizational success. The author's target audience are leaders who are looking for effective ways to engage and motivate their teams. The authors believe that the leaders' behaviors explain why people work hard, how committed they are, and the degree of pride they have in their job, and how productive they are too. The primary strength of the Leadership Challenge comes from its core set of evidence-based skills needed to be an effective leader. The 5 practices of exemplary leadership are listed here. Kouzes and Posner help the reader to appreciate that leadership isn't about personality traits, but it's about behaviors used to inspire, engage, and motivate those they lead. People are looking for leaders who are honest, forward-looking, competent, and inspiring. Leaders who use the 5 practices of exemplary leadership effectively will find that they will have followers who are following them because they want to, not because they have to. Another of the strengths is the author's use of case studies, providing real-life examples of the practices being put into action. The use of take-action sections at the end of each chapter is a nice inclusion in the work also, providing the reader with a concise set of actions to put the practice principles into place and a great summary of the material that's just been covered. While the use of case studies added value to the book, their overuse without enough detail into the cases was found to be a shortcoming. Greater detail would have enhanced the reader's ability or understanding and implications for their own practice. Additionally, the preface of the book seems to imply a mobile application is available for quick access to the tools from the Leadership Challenge. It is unfortunate that this isn't available, but it would be a great resource for busy leaders. Kouzes and Posner provide us with one of the most well-known and respected publications on effective leadership practices. The authors have successfully met their objective by providing leaders with practices they can use to engage and motivate their teams. This is evidenced by a widespread use of the book and its associated tools in leadership and management. Over 3 million leadership practices inventories have been completed since they began. Evidence obtained through those inventory surveys continue to support the effectiveness of the practices of exemplary leadership, and the authors have found leaders who use these practices more than those who do not are also more effective leaders. I would recommend the Leadership Challenge to any leader, new or seasoned, who is looking for ways to motivate and engage their team. A leader must find ways to do this if they want to be successful. Kouzes and Posner provide the 5 practices of exemplary leadership and the 10 essential commitments a leader can use to get a team to follow them freely and eagerly. For any leader who has read the Leadership Challenge and who has not completed the Leadership Practices Inventory, I would highly recommend it as a next step in developing these leadership skills. Completing the Leadership Practices Inventory will give the leader an opportunity to see how others view their leadership behaviors and compare them to how they see their own. The Leadership Challenge helps us to understand that effective leadership is based on the ability to effectively exhibit certain practices or behaviors. It also shows us that leaders must be credible and consistently lead by example. The first law of leadership is to believe the message, they have to believe the messenger. The second is that leaders must do what they say they will do. The Leadership Challenge should be considered essential reading for any leader looking to improve their practice. By applying the behaviors outlined in the Leadership Challenge, they will be able to inspire, to motivate, and to